Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Isaac Umbras, and today we are back in Gran Turismo 3, where we're going to be doing the final, the final of the endurance races. And I think this is the big way to do it in the Renault Clio Sport. This thing is gonna be great. This thing is gonna be absolutely amazing. We're gonna get some nice oil in it. I don't think we need to do too much. I think. I want to double check, but I'm pretty sure we'll be okay. I'm pretty sure. I want to double check real quick. Give me 1 second. Passage to Colosseo, double check the power. Yeah, okay, so that should be fine. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's get to it. Gotta make sure we have everything up, everything ready. Yes. Because we're gonna be having a lot of fun. Welcome, Ephiloberon Zagoot. Hope you're well. Had a ton of fun on Halloween sitting outside of the window. Yeah, I'm sure they had a lot of fun seeing that. Everything running on a PCSS2? It should. There's a slight stutter there, but things should be fine. Things should be okay, I think. Yeah, I'm not using up too much memory or anything like that. It's mainly just me clicking into and out of the window, I think, that just causes a slight stutter. But we should be good. So let's do this. I'm told this uses stock vehicles. I'm gonna do it next year as well. Hopefully have fun with that. Something tells me I'm not gonna be. These aren't stock vehicles, and I got duped. Something tells me these are not stock vehicles. The wiki lied. The wiki lied. This is very much not a stock vehicle race. Holy moly. Yeah, we're already up the green. We are already up the green here. So I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go to like the first pit stops. I'm gonna see. Now, these tires are literally dying like lap 1. That's scary. That is very scary. Like we are already past peak. Okay, yeah. So that is not feasible. So that is okay. So, we're gonna need probably. I don't know what we're gonna need. I want to try to make it as close to equal as possible. We'll probably need. We're not that far down on power, right? So I'll just get the light sports muffler, right, and air intake, and then. Yeah, the super slick tires. And that should put us at a good pace, I think. Something like that, right? We should be okay, I think. Like we should be more than fine. Alright, yeah, we got an Audi TT, we got the S4, so both of those are gonna be quick. Yeah, all of these vehicles are gonna be kind of right around our pace. But yeah, this is gonna be the last of the endurance races we do. And yeah, we might be a bit down on power now and everything, but we will at least have the tire endurance to more than make up for that, I think. I know the Coupe Turbo Plus and both the Audis aren't going to be that much of an issue. My main concern is going to be basically with the BMW and with the Clio, the other Clio. I wanted to try to get a vehicle that's similar on pace to what we're going to be fighting up against and everything. That is going to make things just a little bit tricky. Especially when playthrough, trying unlocking new customers. Ah, they're not liking it. Rip. Yeah, you gotta make some of the good dank stuff. All right, come on. Oop. All right, up in the fourth. Yeah, so we're past the two kind of more front biased vehicles. All right. Yeah, so we are down on power, but we got 2 hours. I want to see if we can't begin kind of making some ground on the Clio, because that Clio is very quick. But I think with the racing slicks, what basically what this would be is we'll probably be down on speed, but we'll probably have the handling and durability advantage. I'll probably be able to pit less than them. So I'm already seeing some of these vehicles run out really wide, right? So maybe they are on regular road tires, but just have an increase in power that allows them to go a lot quicker through the corners. That seems right, actually. That seems about right. Alright, so we are able to get by them a little bit. Yeah, so 8 seconds behind. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. In an endurance race, we got this. Oh gosh, it was pretty chill though. I got the, I just kind of, I got a Hawaiian shirt and everything, and I was dressed up a little bit. Yeah, I kind of, was dressed up as a tourist. And I was giving out candy. There were more people this year, though. Despite it being fairly cold and windy, there were more people this year. So I did actually run out of candy in like the last 20 minutes or whatever. So that was a little bit awkward. Next year I have to buy like one more bag, I think. Yeah, next year I'm gonna be buying one more bag. That'd be the way to do it. Alright, so let's see how far behind we are now. 11 seconds. Okay. That's not great. But we'll make this work. Also, what is the also? What is the also for Chubby GT? Alright, our tires are starting to come up the temperature. So we should be seeing our gap close. Our gap is not closing though. I'm a little bit worried about that. They had a Halloween update. Ooh, what did they add? What did they add? Alright, see, we are getting quicker. We are getting quicker lap times. We're not losing a whole lot of time either. The big thing is we're still down on straight line speed pace. On a course that is mostly straights. That is going to make things a little bit difficult. That is going to make things a little bit difficult. But I'm gonna try to push a little bit harder. Update new change in the map. Okay, so what was added? Okay, there we go. That wasn't a whole lot of time lost there. That wasn't a whole lot of time lost there at all. So if we can just keep up this pace, we may actually be able to make up that ground. We just gotta be like on it. Now I want to know how much power these cars are making, because the wiki says that they're stock, but they are definitely not stock. They are very far from stock. I'm hoping we'll be able to begin starting to close the distance. This is getting a little bit concerning. Okay, so we're losing less time per lap. That's still not ideal. Especially because now our tires are kind of at peak warm, and they're gonna be starting to fall off a little bit. Now the ladders, ooh. Potential sniper update in the future. There isn't already a sniper rifle. Okay, so yeah, we are a little bit quicker. We are a little bit quicker each lap. Times are coming down. I want to know what they're doing there. No separate. Well, potential in the future. You know, it does add the, you know, with the ladders, you do get the elevated position, so you can potentially, you know, add that in the future as a weapon. But that means you could get assassinated as well. I don't know. Unless they add like a laser sight for like enemy snipers, that's gonna make it a little bit difficult, because then you can be like, why am I taking damage? Alright, I'm gonna have to see where we're still losing time. Like, they gotta be pitting soon, right? Right on cue. Okay. So we can make this work, probably. We can make this work, because if they're pitting every 5 laps, right? If we can extend it to 10 laps, which is more than feasible. Yeah, they're gaining, you know, 16 seconds on us, right? Per every stint they do. We come out pretty much right on cue with them. That's gonna be tricky. That's gonna be tricky. Okay, this may actually be really close. This may actually be close, y'all. I gotta strike while the iron's hot and their tires are cold. Our tires are still in good condition. But yeah, they're definitely in a much more heavily tuned Clio. Ooh, okay. Central Canal is very different now. Okay, what do they change? All right. I gotta get into your slipstream. A little bit of a bump there. Little bit of a bump there. Come on. Dang, that is rapid. Alright, so they are already moving. This is gonna be tough. I'm gonna basically need to be right up on it. It's gonna be basically the test between endurance and speed. But I think I can make this work. Alright, not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, this is kind of spicy. This is gonna be difficult. I'm excited though. I'm excited. This is gonna be a good challenge. This is gonna be a very good challenge. Now I just gotta last till at the end of lap 10, which is more than feasible, right? Because if he pit on lap 5, right? And that's ooh. Do I need to go to lap 15 actually? I don't honestly need to go to lap 15. I could probably make it to like lap 12. And what that'll do is that'll still extend it. Yeah. Okay, so maybe lap 12. Focus on lap 12. We did just have our fastest lap there. I'm steadily getting quicker. Quicker and quicker laps each. You know. If I can keep it in like the 37s, this could work. Like I am steadily kind of finding new ways to kind of push just a little bit more out of this vehicle. Tires are still good. Right? And the Clio's gonna start falling off probably in about a lap or two. I know they aren't nearly as far ahead as they were the previous time when they were like, you know, 10, 12 seconds ahead. So if we can keep this up, right? If we can go long on the tires. Yeah, there we go. And if we can keep running laps like that as well, that'll be great. That'll be great for us. Because the Clio, we should be able to beat the Clio. We can't stop on their second stop. We gotta go just a little bit further after their second stop. So we gotta do it like every 12 laps if they're doing it every 5 laps. Because their pace and as quick as their tires come with their temperature, we should be able to beat them. Previously, Central Canal it was flat, but now it's have a Suez. Ooh, nice. So that could be like an additional means of like, you know, moving around and everything, avoiding a popo, you know, doing secret deals or something. Either way, that's pretty awesome. Ooh, yeah, okay. This is great. Woo! Boop. Alright, yeah, we're moving. We're moving. This is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. I would take that. Tires are already starting to wear, but we're still going good. So yeah, they'll probably pit this lap. We can pit on lap 12, maybe even 13 if we want to extend it one more. And I think that'll be what we need. A little bit offline there. Tires are starting to die a little. I'm feeling the pace start to slip just a little bit. But they are not nearly as far ahead as they were heading into their first stop. So our lap times are improving and staying strong. Their lap times are not, which is reducing their... Okay, that's gonna hurt us. That's gonna hurt us massively. Oh, this is such a momentum car. This thing, it uses the same V6 as the Renault Laguna, just with some ECU tuning and some light exhaust tuning. So it's not exactly a powerful engine, but the chassis itself is still very lightweight, partially derived from the trophy car. Yeah, the Clio Trophy actually came before the Clio V6 road car by about a year and a half. Wait, why didn't he pit? He should have pit. Okay. Is he gonna pit this lap? I'm a little bit concerned on why he didn't pit. He pit at lap 5. He pit at lap 5. Right? Or did he pit at lap 6? He's got to be pitting soon. Alright, I'm a little concerned. I am ever so slightly concerned now. We are almost 1/6 of the way through this race. And I still don't fully know if our strategy is going to work. Okay, we're actually gaining time now. We did actually gain time that section, so he's got to be pitting this lap. So first time around, he went 5 laps. Next time around, he went 6 laps. Our tires are still mostly good. I'm gonna run them as long as feasible. And we're gonna see how this goes. 'Cause I just did a 36 there. It's hard to get that 36. We managed to get that 36 there. So I'm thinking we run like an extra 2 laps, maybe, to be on the safe side. Thing is that this track, the tires do take forever to warm up. And while they're not at optimal grip right now, they are still doing pretty well. Speaking of the sewer in Schedule 1, they added some manhole covers and more ladders. Just all the ladders. That's pretty cool. Can you actually enter from the manhole covers? Might give you a new means of, like, you know, moving around and everything like that past, like, curfew and everything. Alright, let's see how far behind our opponent Clio is. This is gonna be close. Alright, so they're 12 seconds back. So yeah, I think our strategy is gonna work. I'm gonna go to the end of lap 13. Into the inside of manhole covers. Nice. I don't know, I'm still running 36s. So I'm gonna go until our next, like, 37, 38. But yeah, the other Clio, they're not really gaining a whole lot of time on us now. So the super hard tires is probably the way to go. Probably. Gosh, this is gonna be cool. 2 hours around this track. I mean, this is the last time this track appears in the Gran Turismo franchise until Gran Turismo 5, when you have the different version that uses different roads around the Coliseum. So this is super cool. We're basically, you know, getting to do kind of like a farewell tour of this track. It was in Gran Turismo 2 with an endurance race, and it's in Gran Turismo 3 also with an endurance race. Ah, there we go. A little bit of drink. Little bit of drink. And then tomorrow we're gonna be doing some Need for Speed 2015. Just because it's been forever since we've done that, and I want to make sure we beat at least the main campaign before the end of the year. We're probably most of the way there, I think. We got a decent, we're decently on track for that. So we get to drive our Mustang, and then probably later this week, maybe kind of expand our garage to include the Porsche and maybe the Lamborghini as well. The Porsche for grip race, or for, you know, speed races and everything, and the Lamborghini for drifting. I'm gonna check the schedule and how many after the video. What's on that video? Excuse me. What's on that video? Oh gosh, just seeing this thing is fun to drive, the little Clio. Lightweight, mid-engine. Although the first gen Clio I've heard, or the phase 1 Clio V6 I heard, was a bit spicy to drive. Very much like the SW20 MR2. We have a lot of like the snap oversteer, very twitchy and everything. Cops can switch your height and it's so it adds a little bit of like the risk versus reward and everything. Yeah, we're pulling it up. I think next lap we're gonna be pitting. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. So we're a little bit down on pace now. So yeah, I'm gonna pit this lap, this coming up lap, at the end of lap 15. So every 15 laps we can make it work. I think that'll be a strong pit cycle. Plus, then we can avoid some of the cars we're catching up to lap. And well, we can lap them then when they're in the pits. That way we can avoid any back marker traffic and everything. Which will be very, very nice. That'll be very good. All right, we're all right. We're all right. I say that Clio did gain a lot of time on us these past couple of laps. That's gonna make things a little bit spicy, I think. Oh well, we're pitting this lap. It won't be long till they're pitting too, so we are ahead of them, and we will probably keep being ahead of them. I'll probably keep being ahead of them for a little while, I think. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, so that Clio head, they're gonna have, it's gonna be interesting, because now I'm on cold tires. I can feel I'm on cold tires. And it's gonna take a good couple of laps of these to get up to temperature as well. That is gonna make things spicy. That is gonna make things very spicy. Boop. Yeah, you can already see like the tires and everything. They are still ice cold. But you might be wondering as well, if this vehicle was built after the Clio V6 trophy race car, right? How much of this, how much of the Clio race car made it into the Clio V6 Phase 1? Believe it or not a whole lot, actually. A lot of it was kind of taken, some stuff was about 40% bespoke. A lot of interior components were taken from the Clio 172, the front-wheel drive Clio Sports. And only a few things here and there were taken directly from the actual Clio race car. Very small amounts here and there. Kind of the same Renault Laguna derived V6, just tuned for, you know, road compliance and emissions. Let's see, a similar 6-speed manual, although not a sequential shift like in the race car, but a standard 6-speed manual. That was unfortunately known in Phase 1 for being a little bit on the fragile side as well. So you did have to be a little bit careful with that. Some of the suspension geometry was also carried over from the race car, although using less exotic material components. Alright, we're approaching the quarter mark. This is gonna be a close battle, I think. It's basically coming down to how well can either of us hold our consistency in our laps. Because this is probably the closest I've ever gotten an endurance race where it's gonna be pure strategy that pays off, I think, one way or another. Okay, so this let me pit lap 17. Previously let me pit lap 11. So he's pitting every 6 laps now. All right. So that's okay. Our tires are starting to get up to temperature. We're in the 37s. So our tires are faster now than it was at the end of our previous stint. So I think, yeah, the 1 minute 38 is going to be kind of like our cutoff point, because that is the time we're running pretty much immediately after, like, you know, the first clean lap, not out of the pits, that we're running on these tires is like right at a 138, right? So once we get to a 138 consistently, like 2 laps in a row, that'll be when we do the pit. That'll be when we do the pit. So right around like lap 30 will be the next time around. We are already up to 44 miles onto the car as well, approaching the quarter-way mark. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting, real fun. Alright, this is good. This is really good, actually. Although we do have our Clio brethren right behind us. Yeah, 137, that's not bad. We can definitely get into the 136s though. Tires are starting to get up to temperature. They're starting to get up to temperature all around. This will probably be our first like actual flying lap. Alright, we got the BMW pitting. Alright. Very nice, very nice. I lost a little bit of ground on that corner there. Just a little bit. Yeah, I can hear the other Clio behind us. It's definitely got a little bit more power than us for sure, because as soon as we can get into the straights, that's where we lose the most time, is on these straights. Hi there. Then again, we should be okay. Won't be too long before it pits again. I pit lap 17, so next time it'll pit, it'll be lap 23. And then it'll pit one more time again before we pit. At lap 30. So this slight setback, I can handle. We can handle this, chat. I think. But yeah, this will be really good. I want to know roughly what time in the race we pit. I have to look at that once we get to lap 30 and we pit again. That'll be the real test to see how many stops we do. Because it seemed to be doing one stop for every like 2.5 stops that they're doing. Yeah, so we'll be fine, I think. Yeah, we should be more than fine. We're kind of up on lap cars now. I can't quite make out what that is just ahead of us, but we are catching that one. We're slowly down on pace with the from our Clio to their Clio. It is a French invasion of Italy. Oh, it's the Audi TT. Okay. So we got a bunch of roughly 300 or less horsepower cars racing around these Italian streets. We are no different. Hello, welcome Bloodwolf. Hope you're well. How are you doing today? Right now we are racing around the Italian roads. Oh, don't turn it. Oh, he's gonna turn in. That's all right. We gave him a little nudge. We gave him a little nudge. We can do that. It's legal. It's okay. Work my fastest lap on Monza. Hey, oh, I didn't know you were becoming a VTuber. You're gonna be joining us for the V-Track race? So what is now your fastest lap of Monza? I gotta practice that tonight as well. Gosh, the other Clio, it's got a little bit more power than us. 49.3, hey, not bad. Not bad at all. That's actually really good. GG then. Did you do that in the V-Track practice server? Alright, let's see. We'll have to see if we can't catch them. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, so we're still in the 36s. Alright, the Audi TT's pitting. Laugh to me, maybe stripping the previous. Yeah, well, with the animatronics being voiced, that could be the way to do it. Maybe. Gosh, MatPat's voicing Toy Bonnie. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, offline. Oh, so no BOP and everything. I see, I see, I see. Still, that's not bad. That's not a bad time at all. I know when it took me forever when learning Mons. It took me forever to get sub 50. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. 'Cause they already kind of like, you know, brought in Springtrap and everything like that for the first FNAF movie. I wonder how they're gonna be like, you know, doing FNAF 2, if they're gonna make it a prequel or what have you. I don't have a whole lot of information on that. This is sent from Alex and take clips without killing me. Wait, Alex already gave you the Merc setup. Oh, I gotta. He hasn't posted it yet for us. You're gonna draw us from the FNAF animatronics. Yeah. A little bit of a break from the cars to draw the robots. Yes. You lucky son of a gun. He hasn't given it to me yet. He hasn't posted it yet in the Technoburst chats. I've heard he's gonna be doing that shortly, like tomorrow or something. So we will see. We will see. Alright, we're back up there with the Clio. Alright, the ODS4 is pitting. We could have used that too. That wouldn't have been a bad one. But we probably would have needed a decent amount of weight reduction in order to get it on pace with the Clio. The Clio is just so much faster than everybody and everything else. Bad, I'm doing bad. Well, I mean, only way to get better is, you know, to practice and kind of learn where you're making the mistakes and everything. Yeah, I'm not racing a V-track. There was a 6 hours a month where he gave me. Gotcha. Okay, so it's a different setup then. It is a different setup then. I see. Hey, I called it right on lap 23. And we're gonna be approaching being about a third of the way through the race. About a third of the way through the race. It will be in just about a lap, or a little bit more than a lap. Lap and a third. Lap and a third is a third of the way through the race. So we have pit one time, probably about 2 times. Well, one and almost 2 times in the first third of the race. So that'll be interesting. I gotta see how far along we are time-wise once we reach lap 30. Oh yeah, the other Clio is falling way back. And they will pit one more time before we pit 2 on lap 30. So this will be good. This will be really good, actually. This we can begin to break away from them, I think. We had a good run in the first third of the race, but now we are actually fighting and pulling away. Oh, someone's with the 650S. Stop flipping cars! I don't know how you manage to do that as well. Like, that is, like, you have to be, like, intentionally trying to do that, right? Like, I have never accidentally almost done that. I want to know how you're doing that. It's fun. Well, at least credence to the intentionally trying to do it challenge. Oh my gosh, this thing is a beaut though. I'm honestly not trying to flip the car. X to doubt. X to doubt. I don't know, it's just... Like, I don't think I've ever... Like, the only time I have ever gotten even close to flipping a car was in a car that is incredibly easy to roll. On a track where, like, you got massive sausage curbs right on the inside. And that was Laguna Seca in the Porsche GT4. And even then, like, it wasn't anywhere close to, like, nearly rolling like you are doing with these GT3s. Like, I don't know how you do that. It is a gift. Ooh, slowing down just a little bit. I gotta improve my pace a bit. I guess we were starting to go bad just a little. Maybe. That or I'm just not making the same. I'm not, you know, hitting the same marks that happened previously. I mean, we have been running for 40 minutes, so the car might be you know, falling off a little bit. The oil might be falling, because the oil gets bad really quickly in this game for some reason. The oil gets bad like super quick. I don't have the replay anymore. Yeah, I genuinely want to see how you manage to like do that. Like, I only see the end results, like the screenshots and everything, but like, what are you doing leading up to that that's like causing that? I don't know. Alright, we're doing pretty decently though. We're keeping a distance from the Clio. The laps are winding down to a second pit stop of the race. The ultra hard tires are really putting in the work. Giving us the endurance. Giving us the endurance we need to keep the car running smoothly and everything. 6, 7. Okay, there we go, not bad. So I'm hitting the launch pad in the second chicane. But now I'm even more confused. How did you spin it? It's a nearly straight braking zone. Let me guess, did you touch the grass? You touched the grass trying to get as much of the track as possible, didn't you? That's what happened. Yep. Yeah, I always use that orange, the orange barrier to the right as my braking point. You see it right as like the safety fence ends. That's like always been my braking point at Monza for the second chicane. I brake slightly earlier than that if I'm following someone, because I don't like trying to make an overtake in that corner. Way too tight. Way too tight. I usually try to make a run out of Ascari into Parabolica and then into turn 1, the first turn chicane. That's usually kind of my main overtaking strat. Is just get the killer run out of Ascari and do that. For the most part, that's kind of how I you know, how it's worked for me and everything. I don't like diving into, like, especially the chicanes and everything, because it just turns into a mess 9 times out of 10. Yeah, I'm definitely losing a little bit of power. We'll probably have to change oil after this race. But for the most part, we're doing alright, I think. The Clio is probably gonna pit, not this lap, but the end of next lap. And then we're gonna pit pretty much immediately afterwards. 45 minutes. Got an hour and 15 to go. So we are 3/8 of the way through the race. So that is like 30 something percent. Oh my gosh. We're moving through it though. We're putting in the work. I ever talked to someone in Curva Grande, but that's because they had air damage and he was slow. Yeah, and if you can get a better run out of like, if you can get a better run out of the first turn, it's not bad. Because a lot of times, like if someone like touches a little bit of the dirt or like gets unsettled in the outside curb, and you can ride it smoothly, yeah, you can then get like alongside heading into like the second chicane. And at that point, yeah, I'll make the overtake, and I'll usually try to make it stick. But like, I won't try to like get the overspeed and then dive someone into that turn. I don't like that. He was in the Audi. Yeah, that sounds about right as well. The Audi and the Merc both have like terrible top speed. The Audi is a quarter monster and the Merc is a torque monster for like the low end tighter circuits. But yeah, no, it's... Both of them are terrible for the top speed stuff. Alright, come on. What's this car we're coming up on? It looks like the BMW. It looks like the 3 Series. I'll try the Group 5 cars on Monza. Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad place to test them, you know, high power and everything like that. Could be fun. And it's a mostly unchanged circuit, so you know, if you ignore like the different runoffs and everything between then and now, you can say it's probably, you know, closer to period correct. Kinda. Slightly different for a chicane, but still. Greenwood Corvette. The C3 Corvette. Yeah. It is a silly bean of a car. Alright, so we're going to be pitting at the end of this lap. So we're basically going to be pitting almost every 25 minutes. So we're going to be pitting 4 times this race. 4 total times. Awa Azul! Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're well. Right now, we're in our final endurance race of our playthrough. The 2 hours of Rome. It's fast with the brake like a mile earlier than in the... Yeah, it's a chunky boy. It's got straight line power, but it's chunky. But it is good. It do be heckin' chunky. Ooh, is that the BMW? That looks like it could be the Audi. Look, should be ill yesterday. Feel much better. Glad you're feeling better, Elise, man. Are you ready for Monza this coming weekend? Enduro Street Circuit, pretty much. Welcome, Petra. Hope you're well. I mean, this is about the length of like the street circuit races they run in IMSA. You know, 2 hours. Granted, with much quicker vehicles. We're running just slightly modified road cars. And we're just putting in the work. Alright, we'll have to see if the Clio catches us. We should be fine. Yeah. Okay, so the Clio, the second place Clio. We'll be alright. Just get the clips sent in Discord. The underground customized clips. Yeah, look pretty nice. Over 6? Yeah, he was feeling a little bit ill. He was a little bit sick. Now he's better, which is good. I'm happy to see you doing good. Yeah, I'm happy to see you, Kevin. But yeah, no, I'm terrified for Monza. I am absolutely terrified for Monza this coming weekend. The two Oreo drivers are running a good like half second a lap faster than I am. So I'm gonna have to like really buckle down and find like that pace. This is gonna be terrifying. It is gonna be terrifying. I'm gonna have to run basically like a no-wing Mercedes. And the thought of that scares the ever-loving hell out of me. But the Zaxby got a soft spot. Ah, what is this? Yeah, no, I love the Zaxby Capri. It's one of my favorite Group 5 cars. That and the 935 Porsche. Like, I'm not usually a big Porsche fan. I know how heretical, but like, I don't mind it. But like, no, normally Porsche's not my jam, right? But holy moly, absolutely love the K2 or the K3. Which one was the? Ooh, that's a tough one. Maybe K2? I think. Which one was in group 5 the longest? Oh, that was K2, right? K3 kind of came like at the end, but it was like kind of like, you know, a shorter lived kind of lightning in the bottle type of run, right? I think. Oh. It had the longer tail. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, the K2. I prefer the K2 or the K3. K3 is great for like top speed runs and everything, but I don't know. I prefer the more nimble K2. Oh, a little bit of a nudge, a little bit of a bump. Little bit of a bump. All right, yeah, we have lost the lead temporarily. We'll get that back. Okay, yeah, so first lap, yeah, we're definitely down on power. That is gonna hurt us a little bit, I think. But if we can time this right, because I know the Renault, it's gonna be pitting in like 2-3 laps. Oh yeah, it's the Civic Group 5. And of course the R31 Skyline Group 5. That thing, it's a Gran Turismo legend. I absolutely love that thing to death. With the red and black livery and everything. Super cool. Super awesome. I would love to see Gran Turismo, like Gran Turismo 7 and Gran Turismo 8, get more like Group 5 cars as well. That way, that Skyline has more things to compete against. And you could actually have like a Group 5 championship and everything. Because right now, like a lot of the historic cars, you have kind of like one-offs and everything. But you don't really have like a whole lot that can reasonably like compete against each other. And I'd love to see them add more depth to that section rather than just casting a wider and wider net, you know? Project Motor Races, get an M2. Yeah, they're getting all like, basically they've realized, oh, we can cater to like the historic racing niche. My Gran Turismo add more body customizations. Maybe. That'd be a tough one to do. Kind of. It would require a lot of time to kind of model a lot of that stuff, but it could work. They could do it. I'd love to see them add for the wide bodies or in the Charger Hellcat. I'd love to see them actually add like the OEM wide body fender flares when you do the wide body on that car instead of whatever the heck they currently do. I think that would be a lot better. I think that would look better too. I'm honestly surprised they didn't. Alrighty, come on. We are moving, we are grooving, we are vibing and surviving. Ooh. Okay, we are starting to catch them a little bit. So they have Group C, the IMSA GTO, nice. Group 5s, very, very nice. So basically like all like the different kind of like historic GT racing and sports car racing. Very nice. Because then you got the 2000s, you know, GT1 class cars and everything, GT2 class, GTS class. This is called so many different things. Ooh boy, come on. Nice and smooth. Look at Zach Speaker Pereira on him. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Honestly, the Greenwood Corvettes around Le Mans No Chicanes would be an absolute blast. The sheer power of that thing, right? Like that is a car that is just born to run. That would be based. That would be based. That would be dope. That would be super lit. I can't believe I said that. Oh, we're catching the Clio. Yeah, I see you, buddy. You're on the worn tires. You're on borrowed time, buddy. We're coming for your ass. You break halfway down the Mulsanne. Yeah. But still. Look, you basically have a freight train of a vehicle. You gotta slow it down early. It'd be fun though. It'd be fun. Alright, come on. Come on, give me the speed, give me the smoothness. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, custom body. Yeah, that'd be fun. Like you already got the area customization a little bit for a lot of vehicles. But adding like a little bit more wouldn't hurt, because a lot of the vehicles look really good with like the body kits and everything. So it'd be super cool to see. It would absolutely be amazing to see. Come on. Come on, we're approaching the halfway point now. Not much further to go. Already halfway through. This is, I mean, time flies when you're driving fast, you know? Gosh, even the Coupe Turbo Plus. it's got an advantage over us. I will say that is one vehicle that outside of the license tests, I've never actually driven in a Gran Turismo game is a Coupe Turbo Plus. That is interesting. That is interesting. I've never actually driven that. I've driven so many other vehicles, never that one. This is I never really had a reason to. I never had a reason to, because usually it's so expensive that usually you use like the prize cars and other stuff like that, and like the front wheel drive races, and then for like the other stuff that they would be eligible for, there are other faster vehicles. I never really used the Coupe Turbo Plus. I never really used that. I never really used the Gile Vertigo. I never really used the Tick Ford Falcon or the BMW 328i. I've used all the Mercedes at one point. Pretty much anyway. I've not used the base Peugeot 206 either. Or the new Beetle. Yeah, a lot of the European front-wheel drive compacts, I've just never driven. I have used it at Hatsumura. It's usually a 50-50 on whether I use that or the AutoWorks or the lightweight K-car challenge. I think I did use the Mini Cooper once as well. I did use that. Not sure. There's not that many vehicles in Gran Turismo 3 that I haven't used. So far in Group C, we got the Salvo C9 based, Mazda 787B based, Porsche 962C based. I'm imagining probably the Jaguar XJ12. Probably, right? And the Nissan RCP 92 to round out the field. I'm saying at the bare minimum those two cars. Oh, the RC 90K. Yeah, that could work as well. I was thinking like the later one, the RC9, was it 92? Might be the 90. Yeah, but that one. And then, yeah, the Jaguar XJ12. Both of those would be very, you know, probably shoe-in additions. I would imagine. What's the current Group 5 car roster? The Peugeot 905? Oh yeah, that was Group C, wasn't it? That was like right at the very end of Group C. Yeah, that could be one too, honestly. That could be one. That could be one. Especially if they have other like Peugeots in the game. I'm definitely expecting to have other Jaguars for sure. One, because British studio. Two, because, well, Project Cars has had quite a few Jaguars over the years as well. So it makes sense. Alright, lap 45 more laps, and then we are pitting again. Boop. There we go, back in the 37s. Yeah, we had a little bit of traffic, a little bit of back markers to get by. But now we are moving. Now we are moving. I wonder what it'd be like to kind of like live in like one of these buildings here, right? For like this race. Just looking out your window and just watching like the sports cars, you know, race by. You're already living in like, you know, historic Italy, historic Rome and everything. Being able to see a race immediately go by your window as well would be super cool. From GTO cars, the Z28, the Cougar XK7. Oh, so they're using the Cougar version, not the Mustang version. Okay. The Audi 90. Alright, I am gonna be placing my bets. I'm saying Mazda RX-7 as one. That's the big one, is the RX-7. I'm expecting them to add that. The RX-7 is confirmed? Okay. Kind of expected that. It was one of the more successful vehicles at the end of the IMSA GTO era. I didn't know it was confirmed. That is awesome. I don't know what else. They've already gotten like the big ones from that era. The ZX300. Ooh, yeah, that one as well. Because that is one of the few GT class cars that had won the 24 Hours of Daytona outright. I think that was what, 92 that it did that? 92, 93? Someone double check me on that, please. It was one of those 2 years. It was one of those 2 years. I got banned in transit. I wouldn't doubt it. Gosh, I miss 90s Trans Am. Just out of curiosity, are the WSC cars confirmed for Project Motor Racing? You know, the Ferrari 333 SP, the I forgot what the Porsche was, but like, you know, the open cockpit kind of semi prototypes during like the mid 90s. Short-lived, but I absolutely love those vehicles. You had a Nissan as well. Or are those confirmed? That'll be interesting. Those are fun to drive. LMP 900 class. Okay, so a little bit later. So for that, we're looking at, you know, Audi R8, V12 LMR, probably the North Star Cadillac as a slightly deep cut, but still competitive. The Paynos, definitely the Paynos. I love the Paynos. Come on, the Paynos has to exist in a racing game other than Total Immersion Racing, please. I am begging y'all. I am begging y'all. Yeah, tire. Our engine. We're definitely losing power in our engine. We're gonna be having to change oil after this race for sure. I think we're gonna hit. And we might hit the 180 miles needed to trigger the oil lamp. It's gonna be close for sure. It's gonna be very close. The one confirmed car is the Audi, Cadillac, and Paynos, and more to come. Okay, if those are confirmed, then I'm gonna guess then the Bentley, the Speed 8. Just because it's going to be similar-ish to the Audi anyway, similar mechanicals and everything. And it is a Le Mans winner. The BMW V12 LMR. Ooh, and a deep cut. The deep cuts. the Lister Storm LMP1. That is the C6. That is true too. I forgot about Courage. That is a good option too. I don't know. I just with them being British company and everything, and just knowing like what cars were included in like project cars and all that stuff, I'm expecting like a heavy slant in favor of British cars. I am kind of expecting that. So that is why for my deep cut for like the LMP1 or LMP 900 class, it's gonna be the Lister Storm LMP1. Because they already got the Lister Storm GT racer in there, right? That one's already confirmed. So I'm expecting in order to carry the license as well and make the most use out of that license, I am expecting the Storm LMP1 as well. I am locking in my answer as that'll be like one of like the deep cut cars included. I'm back. What are we chatting about? Zool, welcome back. Okay, so we are talking about Project Motor Racing and what we suspect the full car list is going to be like for the LMP 900 / old school LMP1 class, right? So the confirmed cars are the Audi R8, the Cadillac Northstar LMP, and the Panos LMP, right? I am betting on, at the very least, the V12 LMR from BMW, the Bentley Speed 8, and then as the deep cut, the Lister Storm LMP1 as like 3 more cars being added to that class. I am almost certain, because it's basically confirmed that the Lister Storm GT car, the GT racer, is in the game. So they have the Lister license. Yeah, so they got the Lister Storm GT. So I'm doubling down then and saying that they are probably also including the Lister Storm LMP1. GT class has Lister Storm GT, Celine S7R, Murcielago GT, DBR9. For that one, the Maserati MC12, I'm expecting them to add. Probably the Viper. And the Corvette, either the Corvette C5 or C6. Probably the C5 Corvettes. I think the C6 is a notable one as well. Either or, probably. DBR9 though mainly competed against the C6 vet, so I'm expecting the C6 vet, the Viper, and yeah, the Maserati MC12 to be added to that. So I'm like, PC was like, nope. Oh, sorry to hear that, Adachi. Yeah, right now we are a little bit past the halfway point, and the 2 hours of Rome endurance race. This is our final endurance race of our playthrough of Gran Turismo 3. And we are absolutely kicking it in our Renault Clio. The V6 mid-engine beast of a machine. They have the Super GT4 Evo. Ooh, nice. Just out of curiosity, Bloodwolf, do they have the Ferrari license? Is it confirmed yet if there's any Ferraris in the game? Because that'll affect some of my answers as well. Is there any Ferrari being confirmed in the game? So one hand, I know Ferrari is a little bit finicky with the licensing. That's the thing, Nissan has 0 confirmed cars, but they are listed in the game. Yes, I'm definitely expecting them to at least be then in, you know, a couple different classes. Probably the GTR, GT3 as well. Yeah, sorry your PC's having issues, man. Hopefully you're able to get that fixed. Hopefully it's just a software issue and you're able to, you know, get that sorted. Yeah, so if Nissan's confirmed, but we don't know what car is. That'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see. No, not at the moment. Okay. So yeah, then I'm not expecting Ferrari then to be in the game. But then that makes me even more likely to think that the Maserati MC12 is going to be in the GT class, as that'll basically be like the Ferrari stand-in, like how a lot of like other racing games that couldn't get Ferraris use like Pagani and like Vector and all that stuff. No, it's just all, oh no, that's a rip, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to moving to Windows 11. I know a couple of my friends have been like, try Linux, and I'm half tempted to do that. But Linux also kind of scares me a little bit, because I am not software smart. Yes, alright, a little bit of speed. There we go, we're starting to gain back on the Renault Clio now. I'm expecting them to pit very shortly. They have gotta be absolutely toast. The tires have gotta be cooked. Chat, are they cooked? They are cooked! Let's go! They are chopped, they are cooked. But I can drive my two big boys at least. They got the Mosul. Oh gosh, that's a deep cut. But what are your two big boys? What are your two big boys? The Marcos probably is one of them, right? And then, because I know you were super excited about that. What was the other big boy? My mind's drawing a blank. The Esperante and the Manthera. Ah. Okay. Yeah, the Esperante. That is a beautiful machine. The Georgian-built supercar killer. I absolutely love the Paynos race cars. Those things are so cool. I got a chance to see as well during the Pittsburgh Historics this past year, the LMP1 go around the track in a demo run. Holy moly, that thing is quick. Absolutely gorgeous too. It sounded great. It looks great. It is just amazing. Alright, not a bad lap time actually. Not a bad lap time. Alright, let's push it even further. There we go. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. And there's the Gile Vertigo. the Belgian-built V6 powered machine with an Alfa Romeo V6. Fun fact, the Gile Vertigo is actually one vehicle we can get from this event, alongside the Lancia Delta rally car the Pagani Zonda race car and an open wheel racing car. Now, I'm not gonna save Scum actually, because I did do a bit of research. And no matter what, we are gonna be getting an open wheel car. Regardless of what this game gives us for the prize car for this event. We are gonna get an open wheel car. Which is good. It basically means that the developers of the game realize, alright, we're gonna make it so that no matter what happens, you will always at least get an open wheel car at some point in this game. Even if the odds are stacked incredibly against you. And like every single roulette that happens, you just do not win an open wheel car. You are guaranteed one in a playthrough of the game. Cause I did double check that. I triple checked that even. Nice and smooth through these corners. Honestly, this is a fun track though. It's an absolute power track. It kind of feels like almost like a street circuit Monza in the fact that it's a lot of kind of like heavy braking zone, short, quick corners, and then like a bunch of like blasts down some pretty long straights as well. Like you don't really have too many like continuous corners or like super technical sections. Like it's mostly high speed. It's in the NGT class with the Mosler, the TVR, the Morgan, the Marcos, the Porsche. So that NGT. Okay, I'm not sure what class that's supposed to be a stand-in for, but that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting for sure. Alright, there we go. Still in the 37s. Alright, so next time we're pitting is going to be in 10 laps. Lap 60. The class that turned into GT2. Got it. Okay. I see. Alright, so we're doing this. GTS became GT1 and NGT became GT. Gotcha. So that's the case. Do you think in the NGT class we're gonna be getting the Noble? Was it the M600? I think it was. That race car? Do you think we'll be getting that? That'd be an interesting one. That'd be an interesting one to have. There we go. Nice. All right, I think we can catch them. That's what? That's a Coupe Turbo Plus I see over there. What's that? An inline 5, right? I think it's an inline 5. But you know, so the NGT class will be pretty interesting. That'll be interesting to see then. What like all vehicles are in that one. That'll be some deep cuts. I would say maybe it's a stretch, but he said into the Fair Ladies. Ooh. True. Maybe. That could be a cool one as well. What, a Z33 Fair Lady in NGT? Nah, it'd probably be a Z32. Then again, I doubt they double up too much. Oh no, they probably have multiple 911s. So yeah, they may also have the NGT Z32 as well. In addition to the GTO. Oh yeah, the Coupe Turbo Pluses. Its tires have got to be worn. It's got some straight line grunt though. Look at that. Turbo power for real. It can't take a corner though. So I got GT1, GT, GT3, GT4, and NGT in the GT classes. Nice. And then what prototypes? They got LMP 900, Group C. They got the Group 7 Can-Ams. Probably not. And GTO. Yeah. And I guess technically Group 5 is also a GT class. I don't know, I consider Group 5 a GT class more than a touring car class. And it's kind of in the same way I classify Group 1 as a touring car class as well. Group 1 Class 1. Like, they are basically, like, almost prototypes. But not prototypes. It just looks so beautiful. Absolutely love this car. If I had the money and everything and I could import it, oh yeah, I would absolutely get myself one of these. I would probably promptly wrap it around a tree because I don't know how to drive, but like still. Like pretty early you get the GTE class. I don't know how to feel about that because like with that, I imagine like one line for that class would probably be like dead on arrival then. Because like you limited it only to the people who pre-ordered. I get wanting to give the incentive, but then like you kind of suck doing that only in like single player. Granted, the GTE cars are absolutely base as well. Everything from your Aston Martins to your Porsches to your Corvettes to your Ford GTs, all of that stuff. Just absolute peak, absolute cinema. As much as I love GT3s and how they're more cost effective and everything, and how you have much more field variety in the GT3 class, I do absolutely miss the crazy manufacturer battles in GTE. I do miss that so much. Oh, the 996. My favorite generation. I love that generation of the Porsches. Ooh, that is good. That is nice. That is absolutely nice. I got a permanent someone likes the brownie. It is what it is. I am also very tired right now today. I had a long day at work where I was outside most of the day, and it was quite chilly as well. It was, I am sleepy. Just being out in the cold, working on electrical equipment and everything. As I'm doing a lot of field tests, these past couple weeks and everything. Getting something ready for production. And so I will fully admit I am exhausted. I have been running myself ragged with everything going on, the holidays coming up as well. It is gonna be spicy. But I am ready for a final push. I'm ready for a final push to the end of the year. Going all out with the racing, doing as much as I can with the streaming anyway. Working hard at the job and everything. The big final push. want to see how many games I can get completed before the end of the year as well. Like, we're on track to complete our Enthusiast and Gran Turismo 3 playthroughs. I've been running the numbers on that. We should pretty easily be able to beat Supercar Street Challenge before the year is up. And with moving Need for Speed to both Tuesday and Saturday, we should definitely be able to do that. And then maybe even the Prestige mode. Marco's the most excited for. Yeah, that'd be an interesting one, the Marcos. I don't know too much about it because I never really raced in any racing games. But oh, that could be really cool. No, I am EP. We got 30 minutes left. We are absolutely milking it. I think maybe I should try to do one more lap. Because I feel... I don't know. At this stage, it's not gonna change. At this stage, it is not going to change our total number of pit stops doing one more lap. But we are gonna go slower, right? That's gonna make things tricky. I know we're due for a pit stop on lap 60, and then lap 75. Oh, that is gonna be close though. That Clio's not really been gaining much on us though. So we should be okay. So I'm expecting the Clio to pit again very shortly. Wait, did I lose track of its pit cycles? Hang on. 23 plus 6, 29. Plus 6, 35. Plus 6, 41. Plus 6, 47. Plus 6, 53. Plus 6. So lap 59, I think, is when it's gonna pit, right? Something like that. So we'll probably get one more pit stop out of it. Yeah, because even on worn tires, the Clio's not catching us. Got a 5.8 liter Chevy V8 with 480 horsepower, weighing 960 kilograms. Chevrolet had a 5.8 liter V8. I think so. It may have been a slightly bored out LT series engine, because I know in the earlier development of the West Corvette C4, right, when they did the upgrades to its LT series engine, they initially bored it out the 5.8 liters before boring it out again to 6 liters later on in its development cycle. So it may be a slightly bored out Chevy LT1 series engine from the Corvettes, the C4 Corvettes. If I was to hazard a guess, if I were a betting man, that would probably be my estimate, is that it is a slightly bored out LT1 series engine from like a C4 Corvette. Because I have seen other vehicles with a modified 3.8 liter Chevy V8, and usually it's the LT series engines that have been that have had their displacement increased and everything. So I'm thinking that may be the case. Alright, yeah, the Clio's gonna catch us up a little bit. Alright, good. Still another 37. As long as we keep running 37s, we'll be fine. We'll be okay, I think. It's gonna be close. It is gonna be genuinely close. Like, we are fighting back and forth with this Clio, like, lap after lap. Like, this is genuinely probably the closest I've gotten an endurance race. So, I'm honestly impressed with myself that I managed to give myself, like, a challenge all the way through. With basically a car choice, and then literally just 2 modifications. The Coupe Turbo Plus is pitting. I'm not worried. Basically, the only car I'm actually worried about is the Clio. Like, everything else, we have lapped. Well, in fact, there's not something in the game, but the Jaguar XJR9, the biggest engine in Group C. It was what? 7 liters? Right? It was just like a 7-liter V12, I think. Yep, 7-liter V12 making 780 horsepower. Holy moly. Absolute big chungus of an engine. Just the mega chungus. And then you have the Viper, the GTS that had the 8-liter V10, right? Absolutely crazy. Just crazy displacement with that. Oh, I love the Viper GTS, sorry. That thing is an absolute beast of a vehicle. And that is also one of the few GT class cars that won the 24 Hours of Daytona outright in 2000. And then the Corvette did it the year later in 2001. Imagine a mile an MDH from Jaguar with that engine. Bruh. Honestly, if they did that, I would forgive them for whatever the heck the marketing and whatever the heck that awkward looking concept thingy is they currently have. Know that the 9.9 liter engine, that is crazy. I gotta look that up, this pit stop. That is huge. I want to trust but verify on that. Oh, the Lingerfelter Performance Engineering one. Okay. I have to say, like, from the factory, that seems a little bit. That seems a little bit spicy. But no, yeah, that is huge. From LPE as well. Jeez. Also, we're winding down the final 20 minutes. The final 20 minutes. Can we do it, chat? I think so. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Alright, 17 seconds back, the other Clio. We should be able to do this. on, 20 minutes ago. Big push. Big push, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make this happen. After this, next time we stream this game, I might try the GT World Championship. Start that. And see how far we can get there through there in the 787B. Yep, alright, warming our tires up. Come on, we can do this. Not that long. Not that long. Now the real question, will we reach the final 20 minutes before or after we need to take a pit stop? I'm thinking that may have actually been our last pit stop of the race. Because that would have been number 4. So yeah, I'm thinking that's the last pit stop. So I don't think we'll reach lap 75. Oh, man, I'm just watching the clock count down. We're just getting closer and closer. I'm excited. 'Cause that means we are ever closer. Ever closer to getting just a little bit closer to completing the game. At least the longest races will have been done. And now we just focus on the championships with 4 championships left to go. The GT World Championship, the Gran Turismo All-Stars, the Polyphony Digital Cup, and the Formula Gran Turismo. Man, we are absolutely. I'm gonna be running out of time a little bit, but we are working through this. We got this, chat. We got this. There is just a slight concern, but we can do this. So I'm expecting probably 2, maybe 3 streams. It's gonna be close, but we can do this. It is gonna be very close, though. It is gonna be very close. Manufacturers in Project Motor Racing. Acura, Aston Martin, Audi, Cadillac, Chevrolet, Ford, Geely, Lamborghini, Lister, Lola, Marcos, Mercedes, Lola. LMP, probably? LMP2? Mercedes, Mazda, Mercury, Mosler, Nissan, Paynos, Porsche, Celine, TVA, Toyota, more to come. More to come. That is a statement of Ian Bell, isn't it? More to come. We don't know how much more, but we know there might be more. No, it's good to be, you know, all that stuff and everything. It's good to hype up the game. Alright, the TT's pitting. Oh, forward drive laying rubber down. Oh, the T70, okay. Nice. Very, very nice. Alright, come on, we're putting the rubber down. The rubber is meeting the road. right, not bad, not bad. We got 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes to go. And yeah, we're not gonna need to pit. We are not gonna need to pit again. I think we have thoroughly trounced the other Clio. But it put up a good fight. It put up a really good fight. Because I know it is rapidly gaining on us right now, right? But it's still gonna have to pit probably twice more. Whereas we won't have to pit at all. We probably won't have to pit at all. So we have kept the Clio at bay through pit strategy and conserving our tires and just absolutely pushing this vehicle. It's like the 70s class. It's the T70, the 917K. Ooh. Ford GT40 then, maybe? Gosh, this thing is amazing though. Just absolutely pushing it to the limits. Come on. Not too much further. Ooh, yep, I keep it in the 37s. Clio's probably pitting now, actually. Alright, so yeah, it probably is going to do... it might last the rest of the race. It may last the rest of the race. It's been close. It has literally been the Clio battle. 1v1ing in the Clios. So this would be real interesting. Alright, come on. Let's see what we can do here. We should be good. We should be good. Yeah, okay. Gosh, I'm so nervous. Like the Clio has genuinely put up a really good fight against our Clio. And thankfully these two cars are just so much better on the tires than everyone else. Because everyone else has fallen off massively on pace. It's basically just the Clio versus Clio. Probably for the best we picked the Clio and not the S4. Just seeing the massive pace difference in these vehicles. It was probably a smart decision. Probably. Alright, easy, easy. Just get it through the corners. Come on. Yeah, I see the Coupe Turbo Plus. I see the big group of back markers ahead of us. We'll probably get the chance to lap them one last time before the race ends. Less than 10 minutes ago. Come on. Could you imagine if this is the race that gives us an open wheel car, in addition to the open wheel car we get for completing the endurance haul? That would be hilarious. That would be genuinely funny. That would be very silly, wouldn't it? That would be extra silly. It'd be super silly. Super duper silly. Alright, but we're doing well so far. Alright, come on, get us through the corners. Nice. Alright, not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, every lap it's another like it's another 1.6 minutes added to the clock. Oh, 8 to go, 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go. So probably 5 more laps. Probably 5 more laps. Come on, we can do this. Alright, we've lapped the S4 again. We're lapping the Fiat Coupe Turbo Plus again. Come on. Not much further to go. Can we do it? I think so. I think so. Oh man, I am excited. We're gonna be getting a great vehicle. Hopefully. Hopefully. Ooh, come on. We have just finished a nice lap. Lap 70 now, starting. 6 minutes to go. The Clio may actually pit. The Clio may get one more pit stop in. Yeah, it's 20 seconds behind us. Come on, can we make this work, chats? I think we can. I think we can. I think we can. And our oil light has not come on yet. Although we are getting close. It's 172 miles. Basically 8 more miles. 8 more miles. What will happen first? Will we finish the race or will our oil light come on? Oh, we got 5 minutes to go. We are putting in the work. Yeah, I definitely feel the reduction in power though. Like, it's gotta be close. Oil's gotta be close to toast. But we're doing this. Like, I got a downshift now and heading on the uphill. Because fifth gear, we're just running out of torque. We're losing too much speed. This isn't bad though. It's not bad. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. 3.5 minutes to go. 5 miles until the oil light comes on. We're making it close. It is going to be close. Another 36, that's good. 3 minutes to go, 2 more laps. That is all we're gonna have time for is 2 more laps. The Clio is pitting. The Clio is pitting. That has given us the victory, basically. Let's go. A little bit of a nudge in the bimmer. It is interesting that it took until Gran Turismo 4 for a BMW M3, not just a regular 3 Series, but an actual M3 to be added into the game. That's interesting. Like, we had AMGs pretty much right from the start, so in Gran Turismo 2. But, like, it took so long for the M3 to be added into the game. That's weird. That is so weird. It's like they updated the model to 3 Series, right? You'd have thought, like, you know, they would have gotten BMW to, like, license them the actual, like, M3 or something. Nope, just the 328 CI. It's always an odd choice. It's a very odd choice. Alright, come on. Let's do this. Not much further. 1 minute to go. I don't think the oil light's gonna come on. We have gotten close. We have gotten very close. But no. We are gonna save this vehicle from having a light turn on. There it is, right as we round the corner. The 2-hour mark. Oh my gosh. We have done it. I want to see if the oil light comes on as we're running through here. I want to see how close we were. Holy moly. So yeah, we lapped the 328s twice. I lapped the TT 4 times. The poor Coupe Turbo Plus. Front-wheel drive just does not do well in this game. S4 also we lapped twice. Coupe, 69 laps as well. Based. And the Clio right behind us. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. Aw. It didn't give it to us. It didn't give it to us. But that's fine. That's fine. Alright, we got the money. 73 laps in 2 hours. Are we gonna get the open wheeler? No way, are you kidding me? The last Enduro. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking No way. That's an awesome livery in it though. The Polyphony Digital logo and everything. That is actually really cool. Alright. And of course, the endurance completes. We get we get an open wheeler. Granted, a different open wheeler at least, but still. Oh, that is nice. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. So what are our 2 open wheelers? So we got a V6. Ooh, 789 horsepower. That's not bad, I guess. This one's turbocharged. Lower on horsepower than... About the same, actually. How much does this weigh? Wait, 540. How much does this one weigh? This one's auto, so its aero will be different. 540 as well. I'm probably gonna go with the 94. This is the 1994 Williams F16B. That'll do us really well. Like the turbo. If we got one of the higher powered turbo F1 cars, that probably would be a bit better. But we got less efficient aerodynamics here than we do with the 94. This is a 1994 F1 car. This is a 1988 F1 car. 91.6% complete. Let's go. Got almost $7 million in the bank too. Holy moly. Can I go in and play Ultra Cool? That's a banger. Maybe. I'm not too big on shooters. I know what it is, but I'm not big on shooters. But I might play it off stream. Maybe. But I'm gonna be ending the stream here. It is getting late. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Let me know we're doing well in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know we're doing poorly so I can fix it in the future. With that being said, I've been Isaac Umbras, and wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is for you, may it be a great time. And I will see you all in the next stream. Until then, take care everybody. Bye bye!